Is that what you've been waiting for?
It's just, I think, obviously Jodie, we knew yesterday Jodie would be in the lineup today, so I think Jodie's, makes a difference to everybody because she helped Sink out, obviously, straight away, helped Ali out straight away. I think we were talking to Ali all week about going back to playmaking and not trying to win the game for the team. She went back to playmaking, I thought, today, which was similar to the way she was early in the season, and she found a lot of space underneath. But the space underneath comes from Jodie's ability to stretch the line. She stretched the line well first half. I thought she should have come in at the break a little bit ahead of what we had. I think we had 8 shots to 0 when it was 1-1. So, and Sink had a great game underneath. Sink and Ali have a good relationship, and we changed things around a little bit. Even from the win at Western York, we flipped Mac out to the outside and brought Sinead in. And obviously Mac had probably her best game of the season. She looked good out there, got in good isolation, some good on one-on-one. Tobin got isolated a lot on the left-hand side. And then Kaylin just held them all together, in all honesty. She was like the rock there, just sitting in the middle and winning everything, winning all the first balls. And it's still a work in progress. I mean, I know it's hard to say with 5 games to go, they're a work in progress, but you've got Jodie who's played her second game. You've got Kaylin who's played her 4th game, I think, of the season. Sink who's playing her 4th game of the season. Claire who's probably playing her 4th game or 5th game of the season. So I feel like we're still a work in progress, and still got to get Alex back and Steph Catley back, and still more work to do. I just wish we had a couple more games, But
what was the message at halftime? Because you were playing well.
Yeah, I mean, the message, to be honest with you, I thought first half an hour we were really good in the first half an hour. Great movement in the midfield, moving all over the field. Then we stopped. We decided we were okay. Got a bit complacent, gave a goal up, and just lost our way a little bit for 50 minutes. Let's just get back to that 30 minutes. Let's start doing that. If we can do that for 45, we'll win the second half. And obviously, we got a good start straight away in the second half. We got a great, I thought it was a great goal, great delivery from Ali, and a great finish from Mac, and that kind of set the tone for us. And in the past, I think we've scored and then we've let down our reins a little bit. I thought today was good. We pushed on, and Boston's a tricky team. Of course, there's problems. They beat us at their place. They've got some speed in the lineup up front. They've got some ability in the midfield, and they've got some size in the back. So they're not an easy team to play. And they've got obviously one of the best goalkeepers in the country in net. So they're a difficult team to play against. And we just got on top of them. And when you get the second, the third one came quick after, the 4th one came quick after, and when you get that kind of momentum, I think it just builds. The fans started to get louder and louder, and I think the team sensed that we could get a result tonight, and just kept pushing for it.
How big is it to get a series of goals like that, given the way you've struggled to score at times this season? Yeah,
I mean, I'll struggle for goals. We've worked a lot on the final third, but again, you're missing Alex Morgan, you're missing Jodie Taylor, you're missing Christine Sinclair. Ao's not here tonight, she's at the Olympics with the African team. I mean, our 4 forwards have been missing most of the season, in all honesty. And it's left a lot, I think, on Mona's shoulders, Ali's shoulders, Mac's shoulders, Sinead's shoulders. And I think having them back has almost given them a new lease of life, has given Sinead more thing to go forward, and I think Mona's back in again, Ali's back on board. I think they can just play more of their position. I feel like they don't have to take the whole team on their shoulders, and I think it's just helped everyone having them around. And they score goals, they get in good areas, and they make the other team think about it. When you see Jodie Taylor on the team sheet and Sinclair on the team sheet, like, it's not going to be that easy of a day today. And then all of a sudden Alex Morgan's on the team sheet, and I think those things mean a lot, and I think count a lot when you go in the women's game. You step on the park, and all of a sudden the other team's stepping backwards instead of stepping forwards, and a little bit worried about the attack. And I think for periods this season, we haven't been able to stretch teams with all the speed, not playing up front, and so the team squeezes up, and all of a sudden there's no space for us to play in the midfield, where I think we're probably more dynamic. And when we can't be dynamic in there, then we're down the Swanee, so to speak. And I think that's really what's happening in some of the games where we haven't been scoring goals.
Do you think after a match like this that you do have enough time to catch up to that 4th spot in the standings?
To be honest with you, Mark, for us, it's, we've talked about the process all season, and it's a work in progress. It's about getting a result Sunday. It's about the 3-point Sunday, and we've got a lot of big teams ahead of us. Obviously, Sunday Chicago, and we go to Kansas. Washington's just after that, so all the teams ahead of us are in our sights in the next few weeks. So it's about us and how we play, I think, and if we continue to play like that, and we'll get results, and wherever it takes us, it takes us. I think we've left no room for error. Let's be fair. So it's a one-off game we won tonight, but I'm not getting carried away. I've told the players, don't get carried away. Sunday's more important than anything. I get a game against Chicago, who's only lost 1 game all season, and they've got pace up front, they've got pace in the midfield. They're athletic in the back. They're besides us. I think they've got the most players from the World Cup coming back. So they're probably a little bit. They've had a couple of ties recently. I think just trying to maybe formatting everyone back into their lineup, and same as we've been doing. But they're a good side, and in my view, them and Seattle are the two best sides in the league. So it's up to us to make sure we're ready to play on Sunday.
And how will this crowded window of 3 matches in 8 days impact your decisions and selections as you head into Chicago?
Well, it was one of the reasons for Rachel today, to give Rachel a rest. I thought last 3 games in 8 days, by the 3rd game, with the trip to the East Coast too, we started to get a little bit tired, let's be fair. So I think same thing again. We don't have to imagine, we don't have a ton of options. We've only got 14 field players available because of the injuries and absences. So, hopefully Jody, we took Jody 45. We took it, we took a chance playing at 45. We were heading for 60, but we figured after half time she'd be sore, so we pulled her and took a gamble obviously by doing it. But Mona's in good form now. Kendall's going to find her way probably some time now, getting back in the lineup. Kaylin Cow was obviously a refreshing performance from her tonight, and we've only got 14, 15 to manage. It's not yet managing 20, so we'll do the best we can. And the next one's the big one for us. And all the focus is on getting 3 points at Chicago, and then we'll take care of Kansas hopefully after that.
Regarding the goalkeeper rotation, is that a factor as well?
Well, in all honesty, we've got 2 great goalkeepers, and Nadine's been very professional in her approach the last 2 weeks. Since she got back from the World Cup, 3 weeks since the World Cup. And I'm comfortable either one, to be perfectly honest with you. And they both know that. I said I don't think there's any, what's the name for that. And to be honest with you, we've got 3 practices before Sunday. We'll make the decision. We'll let them fight it out again. But when you're winning games, you want to keep at least close to what the lineup was. We changed quite a bit from Western Europe. We only had 300 passes at Western Europe. We didn't tell anyone that, but it wasn't, I think, a really great performance. It was a gritty away performance. But I think when you come home, you got to get more than 300 passes. I don't know what we had tonight, but I would think it's in the 4s at least. So I think that was the main part of us talking about getting on the ball, getting the midfield on the ball, and trying to get a result against a team that's they could be tricky. There's no question about it.
Last one.
What were the biggest things tonight that you can take positively that give you confidence moving into the last 5 games, 6 games of the season?
Well, we went 6 games with only 1 goal, and that was the goalkeeper who scored the goal. So I think the biggest thing is just the fact that the final third of the field, which we've been really working on for 5-6 weeks now, but big players make the difference in the final third. And I think just people coming back, it's a work in progress. We'll keep pushing, but have Jody back, Singh back, Alex, hopefully getting fit and getting back in the lineup. Will give us a boost. I think everybody that plays on the field. Kat Williamson's in the back thinking, man, it's nice to see Jody on the team sheet. For a defender, it's nice to see they've been battling away. They've had the best defensive record in the league, but not enough points to put us in a position for the playoffs. So I don't know where we are in the league. I've told the players, forget the league, just worry about the next game, worry about Chicago, and this one particularly, worry about this one. They will talk about peaking at that season. I'm not saying we're peaking, but I want to, at least we're moving forward in the right direction, and I want to keep it tight. I was disappointed with the penalty. I thought it was a poor decision. It was a soft decision by the ref, to be honest with you. But I'd like to keep reffing the game. It's 5-1. Just keep reffing the game. You don't have to give anybody any pats on the back or anything. Just keep reffing it. But I think overall he did well tonight. But I thought it was a softie. But the crowd were great tonight. Showed up again on a Wednesday night. Can't argue with that. I don't know what the official attendance was, but they've helped us through difficult patches. There's no question. And I think obviously the confidence is higher now. And I think when you have, Molly asked about games back to back. Well, when you have these games close together, it's much easier when you're winning and you're able just to put somebody into the lineup, and the confidence is there in the lineup, and the team can keep plugging along.
Were you expecting this
That's all right.
result?
That's all right, Henry. Go ahead, Henry. Go ahead.
Were you expecting this result like 5-1, or you were expecting a little bit, different result?
And my only thought process was getting 3 points. It could be 2-1. I've been happy with 2-1. It's just about getting the points at this point in the season, and the performance. We worked hard on the final third, and I just wanted to see a better performance, and I wanted to see Ali play make, and I want to see Mac and Tobin get isolated, and I want to see Jody stretch them, and I want to see Sink get on the ball, and Ali get on the ball, and the back line doing what they've been doing the last 5 or 6 weeks. So I think a lot of those pieces happened tonight, and it was a good performance. I'm just happy for the fans to go home with a smile tonight and a bit of entertainment. Thanks, guys.
Cool.